Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Rose here. Today I am reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream that she did yesterday called Live React to Nads and Dudes. So Natter did a live stream and Foodie reacted to it. This live stream went on for 3 hours and 31 minutes. Obviously, we're not going to cover all of it. There's really no need. I peeked at it, and there's a lot of things that Foodie's saying that she said 1,000 times before. But before we get into the live stream, let's talk about some of the things that have been happening in Girl World for the last 2 days, because I've been away doing other things. So a lot of the reactors are filing their appeals for the copyright strikes. A lot of people have had their appeals rejected, but that's normal with YouTube. They will sometimes reject the appeal, but you can always reword everything and submit it several times, and they will eventually accept it. So a lot of people have been doing that. Good news. Monty filed his appeals, and they have been accepted. So that's one person that has gotten something back from YouTube. Aside from that, some of the reactors are now talking to a reporter from a TV show called The Insider. And they're talking to this person, or will be talking to this person, doing some phone interviews, letting them know what's going on YouTube, because let's be honest, this whole war on the reaction channels, it's just absolutely ridiculous and shouldn't be happening. Natter has gone absolutely wild, just striking everybody. The last count was 137 videos being copyright striked, which is entirely too many. Natter is not really looking at the content of each video. That's pretty obvious, because 137 videos, that's a lot of watch time. He's not going to bother with watching the videos. What he's been doing is going into YouTube Studio and looking at the percentage of his video being used. He's not looking to see if it's transformative or fair use. He's just looking to see how much of his video has been used and basing the copyright strikes entirely off of that. By the way, for anyone wondering, can a person use, say, 50% or 70% or 100% of a video, and can it still be fair use? The answer is yes, as long as that video has been made unique, away from the original uploader. You've transformed it to form content that is unique to you and your channel. That is considered fair use and transformative. So yes, a person can use 100% of your content, and as long as they're not taking the upload in its entirety unchanged and putting it on another channel, if they're transforming it, they're adding stuff, commentary, editing, pictures, whatever, that's still considered fair use, no matter how much a percentage is used. So Natter has been striking people left and right, causing all kinds of problems, and everyone is made aware, everyone is aware that Foodie, Natter, and Didi are working together. That's pretty obvious. Foodie is trying to say, wasn't me, I'm not involved, da-da-da, I'm against Natter. But she's not against Natter, she's helping him behind the scenes. So she did this live react to Natter and Didi. Again, a lot of the things that she says we've heard 1,000 times before, but just for continuity, let's cover it anyway, and I will give my commentary and make it fair use and transformative as I should. So let's see. There's Foodie. There she is. There's our girl, and she's going to react to Natter and Didi. So let's get to.
Vicky? You think so? So, these triggers, no, I didn't remind you. Hi, Ted. I have anxiety about like stuff that I'm supposed to do, and I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing like nude stuff anymore. and like sex stuff and like being all like, like I kind of want to go back to being a saint.
You never were. And I'm kind of confused, Foodie. I'm very, very confused. Help me here. So you'll get on YouTube and you'll take off your shirt on YouTube, exposing your bra. And you'll come on camera in just a sports bra. Or you'll sit in your chair, dressed in leggings, with no underwear underneath, and you'll bend over. Or you'll wear a dress and purposely flash people, showing your vajayjay to everybody. You'll do all of that and more, and yet you say you're uncomfortable with adult content. So you'll do it for free on YouTube where it's not supposed to be, but on OnlyFans it's a problem. Help me to clear up my confusion with that. Is the problem because you just don't want to put the work in and do recorded content? You'd rather do it for free? And big question here. Help me find the answer. So a while back, you told everybody that you were leaving YouTube and you were trying to urge people to sign up for OnlyFans, and your new price for OnlyFans was going to be in the neighborhood of 20 bucks. So you were basically trying to scare people out of their money. And I said that. I immediately saw what was going on and I called you out for it. You were trying to use scare tactics for all of the loyal beezers who want to stay in touch. You were trying to scare their money out of them. You were trying to put the fear in them that they would not have any further contact with you because, according to you, you were leaving YouTube. So you upped the price of your OnlyFans. And now here you're saying you don't want to do it anymore. Although, let's be honest, you weren't really wild about doing content for OnlyFans anyway. You have an OnlyFans account and you don't do regular content as you should, but yet you keep the subscription going. Although you could make it a free account if you wanted to, and that way people looking can see stuff for free. But on brand with you, anytime you do something, you make sure to set up a paywall first and get people paying their money first before they get anything. You're a taker, not a giver. You'll eagerly take their money, but then you won't give anything back. So you up the price of your OnlyFans, try to scare people into giving you more money, and now you're saying you don't want to do it anymore? Anybody who is signed up to Foodie's OnlyFans or say Twitch or even the Postcard Club, I would pay attention to this attitude. I would pay close attention to that. That you're sitting here paying all your money and she's over here so entitled and so lazy. She doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to do anything, period. She just wants to get paid for doing nothing, which is what she does on her YouTube channel. She gets paid for doing nothing. What does she do? She shows up, she turns on her camera, and she talks about nothing. And trust me, she gets plenty of money for that. But then on top of that, she has all these extra paywalls on all these different platforms, and she's not fulfilling her obligations for those platforms, and yet people still pay. And yet she's not fair and not canceling the paywalls with the thought, I'm really not doing anything, so is it fair to make people pay? Foodie is not a fair person, and she's not about being fair. She's all about making sure that she gets taken care of, but not about the people who take care of her. So you're not comfortable doing the adult content, are you, Chantal? Okay, then either cancel your OnlyFans or take away the sub. That would make it fair. That would make it absolutely fair. Because if you don't want to do the content, then it's only fair that you take away the sub price so that people aren't continuing to pay for something they're not getting.
And just like, I feel scared. Okay, I was gonna do a reaction. do that, Sam. Because I don't want to wake up Pete. Well, he just.
Since when have you ever been concerned about waking Pete up? You've never been concerned about waking him up.
Went to bed. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do the hot tub stuff.
So interesting. She was supposed to do a stream on Twitch, or was it a photo shoot involving a hot tub? I think it was a stream on Twitch. She talked all about that. Going on Twitch and doing a hot tub kind of thing, or was it a photo shoot? I'm still not sure. I'm confused. Foodie talks in circles. It's sometimes hard to keep track of everything. But she did talk about going on Twitch and doing what some of the girls there do, doing stuff in a hot tub. But the last I heard, she asked Roman to use his hot tub, and Roman told her no. So no hot tubbies, or I guess pictures. Maybe there was supposed to be a little bit of both.
It just feels stupid to me. Like, it just doesn't feel like something I really want to do. I feel like all I need to focus on is just self-improvement and just like, how like for the past year, don't do it. We love you and want you to be happy. Sex work is tough emotionally. Yeah. Your bedroom is the graveyard.
This one over here, calling herself a sex worker. It's tough emotionally. Foodie, you don't do any kind of work. What do you mean? What do you mean? Girl, you don't do anything on the regular. You don't do any OnlyFans content. You don't do any content on YouTube that anything is tough on you emotionally. Stop it. Stop it. This one. I'm sitting here laughing because she's, I guess, classifying herself as a sex worker. She's not any kind of a sex worker. She doesn't do any kind of work. She just sits around in her gaming chair eating. That's her content. Bitching about Natter and Dee Dee. That's not work for her. That's just everyday stuff.
Mealtime's past. You guys, I'm sitting in fucking filth right now.
And whose fault is that?
I have so many problems. And all I'm focused on is like the wrong things. Again. And when I start my medications, I start thinking more clearly. It's just like, or maybe I'm just.
What medications? Question, what medications? When was the last time you've seen a doctor to get the scripts? You need a doctor's approval to get the scripts. When's the last time you've seen a doctor? So how are you getting scripts without a doctor? Without doctor visits, Foodie?
Just manic. I don't know. But I just feel like you didn't miss anything yet. I guess fine. I'm supposed to meet up with this guy, and I'm really nervous. Like, I don't like sleeping around very much. It makes me not feel too good about my.
Huh? You don't like sleeping around a lot, but yeah, you got 5 lovers, huh?
Myself, like, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna be celibate until I find the one. I'm not kidding. I think I'm gonna give up sex. I think I'm gonna like do no.
You never had it in the first place, but go ahead.
Fat.
Oh, by the way, I saw a clip on Twitter. Doggone it, I should have, shown it with this clip. But Foodie got mad at Tony. You guys remember Tony? It's the older gentleman with the nice apartment and the money and the job and the car that she's been seeing. She got mad at Tony because Tony told her not to catch feelings. She got mad at him for saying that. Don't catch feelings. In other words, don't get attached, don't catch feelings, don't fall in love. She got mad at him for saying that. because he came right out and said, look, I don't have any emotional attachments to you. It is what it is. And that's all it's ever going to be. She got mad at him for saying that, for being honest. She's like, you can't touch me like that and make love to me like that and say that to me. Foodie, if you're just seeing a dude and you're getting banged down and that's all it is, there's no making love to it. You're just having sex, by the way.
Oh my God, I'm gonna become freaking Monty. I'm not kidding. I don't want to, I'm tired of everything. Sex is expensive.
For you, it is, because you have to pay people to do stuff with you because you won't take a shower and you won't brush your teeth. You know, sex becomes very expensive when you don't do certain personal hygiene. How sad is it? Because you won't invest $2 in a toothbrush and $2 in a bar of soap, get in the shower, wash yourself, brush your teeth, and wash your clothes, which will cost you less than, say, what? $20 in 2 bottles of laundry detergent that you can wash all of your clothes because you won't spend what? $25 in cleaning supplies for yourself and your clothes. You have to pay hundreds of dollars for sex, girl.
So I mean, I can also like, I don't know. Hi Corbs. Hi Mia. I was gonna react to Matter's Q&A. I'm going on like a freaking family retreat later today.
I want to address this comment. Milky says sex work is tough emotionally. You need to be mentally prepared for all the baggage it comes with. I'm an ex dancer. Well, Milky, if you're an ex dancer, I dance too. And you're right, it is hard on every level of yourself. But here, like I said, Foodie is not a worker on any level. She's not a regular worker. She's not a sex worker. She's not a worker, period. This woman does everything in the world to avoid work. Outside the homework, working on herself, she will duck, dodge, and weave every amount of work there is. And here's where I get pissed off at Foodie. Real pissed off. She's got all the time and opportunity in the world to change herself, to improve her life any way she wants to. And she's doing fuck all with her world and fuck all with herself. Do you know how many people in the world would love to have the kind of money that she's making? Do you know what they would do with it? They would do so many positive things. They would see the opportunities in front of them and go after them. She doesn't do it. She does not do it. She's looking at YouTube as an endless money train, and her income has gone down, her health has gone down, and she is not seeing the signs in front of her and doing anything about it. She's just carrying on as she's always done, thinking, I'm going to go ahead and make the big money at some point. I'm going to get back to where I was. No, you ain't. No, you're not. You took your channel and yourself down a path, a very dark, long path, and you can't go backwards. You cannot rewind the clock and go backwards. You can't rewind the tape. All you can do is make a new path in front of you and go forward. And yet she won't do it because she's stuck in her lazy way of living, her lazy way of thinking. She's gone so far and so long down that path that she actually feels entitled to this lazy, easy life. She's just not getting the clue that she's reached the point of no return where from this point forward, if you want things in life, you have to work for them. You have to work hard. The world has changed in the last few years, Foodie. Things have gotten harder for a lot of people. And 4 or 5 years ago, when things were not hard, people looked at you one way. They look at you differently now because the world has changed. Because things are a lot harder for a lot of people outside of your home. They see you over there making the kind of money that you do and you're wasting it and being frivolous. They're looking at you differently now. And they're saying, how can this woman who's 38 years old, at what point does she grow up? At what point do you realize you have to grow up? And you got to take control of things and you got to work. At what point does that happen? You're almost 40. You haven't grown up yet. And people are tired of seeing the same old, immature, irresponsible, reckless behavior from you. Tired of it.
Well, like in the morning, so I gotta get ready soon. I gotta be up early and get ready. Buy some sex toys and do reviews on OnlyFans. I don't want to show my vagina anymore.
Thank you. Because nobody wants to see it. And that's not me being rude and not me fat shaming you, Foodie. No, that's not it. I'm saying that as a woman, I'm saying that to you because your vagina is not healthy. Therefore, I don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it. It's not a healthy vagina. It's an infected vagina with UTIs and bacterial infections and bladder infections. Not a healthy vag. It's sick. It needs the hospital. Girl, go to a doctor. Get all that fixed. Get some antibiotics. Get some over-the-counter stuff. Fix your vag. It's not healthy for a woman to walk around with a sick vag.
I just want to be like, I want to do like OnlyFans, but I want to do like content where like it's like not sex like related, like not sex like I don't want to have sex on camera.
Then cancel your OnlyFans. Or do something different with it. I mean, there are people that are not sex workers on OnlyFans, believe it or not. I found that out a while ago and I was surprised because I assumed that all the accounts on OnlyFans were of an adult nature. Not true. There are lots of people that have stuff on OnlyFans that are artists and they create stuff. Surprising fact about OnlyFans, you can do non-sex stuff on OnlyFans and put it there. So if you're not going to do sex stuff on OnlyFans, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Foodie? Are you going to paint? Are you going to do music? What are you going to do? What is it that you're going to do on OnlyFans that people would pay a sub price for? I'm dying to know. What are you going to do? If you're not going to do anything adult related, what are you going to do? Because I've been watching you for a while. I haven't seen anything creative or innovative or artistic about you. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any of that from you. So if you're not going to do sex stuff, what are you going to do? And what content are you going to produce that people will be so interested in that they will pay for?
And I don't want to have sex with random men anymore. I just want to save myself for the one and get married eventually.
You know what? You're not marriage material. You're not. And I say this as a twice married woman. Twice divorced, but still twice married. Walked down the aisle twice. Marriage is nothing to fool around with, Foodie. Take that from somebody who's been married twice. It is nothing to fool around with. Nothing at all. It's a serious commitment. It's something that should not be done lightly or in haste. It should be something that you and your partner, you take seriously. You take time to get to know the person. You make sure that they are a quality person and you are a quality person as well, that you are both connected with each other on the spiritual side. You've got to have that connection. It can't just be about a feeling. It can't be about emotion. It can't be about love. There has to be a true connection between two people in order to make a good marriage, and both have to be all in with each other. That other person is essentially your teammate and you are theirs. You are there for each other. You don't have that attitude, ma'am. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of another person? How can you be concerned about another person? When you're in a marriage, you're not just concerned for yourself, you are concerned for your partner, their happiness, their well being, who they are as a person, being there for them and helping them grow in whatever way they want to grow. You don't have that attitude. Your attitude sucks. You're far too selfish for marriage.
I don't just work on myself like I was supposed to do. I got so off track. You know? Oh yeah. You don't have to show anything, just talk about it. I mean, I try to act like this like big sex kitten, and I'm really not. I'm just like this like I'm kind of just like vanilla, and I just like to be loved and like make out a lot.
You're not a sex kitten. You're not. You're right. You're not a sex kitten. You play act at it, but you're not a sex kitten. You don't know how to play that part, Foodie. You try so hard, but you're not that person. And see, that's part of the problem, isn't it? That ever since your channel got monetized years ago, you've been warping yourself into everything that you think will make money. You're not about just being yourself. It's about let me just act exaggerated and tell a bunch of lies and fib to people and just be this exaggerated caricature of myself. If it makes me money, I'll do whatever it is I feel I need to do. I will act the fool on camera. I will act foolishly. I will be evil. I will be bitchy. I will be everything that makes money. You're not coming on camera as just a normal person. You're coming on camera with the sole intent of making money. You've done everything in the world to make money. Act outrageously, piss people off, say offensive things. You've let money be the driving force of your channel rather than just coming on camera and creating a space where you can just be you and people get into you for you. Money has ruined you in every way, Foodie, and it's ruined your channel. A long time ago, people came to know of you and they got into you because they felt you were normal and relatable. Watch your videos from 4 or 5 years ago and then watch the videos you're making now. It'll be a stark contrast. Be like, who the hell am I? Who you are is just this caricature of who you used to be. And it's sad and it's irritating.
I'm tired of men asking for golden showers and stuff like that. I just want normal stuff in my life. Fuck, I was watching Nader and Didi tweak out cleaning on Queen's channel. Their belly looked like a sweaty little goblin. Okay. I I'm gonna. Some of your guys' descriptions make me fucking laugh. Stop it.
So basically, going back to the OnlyFans stuff, Foodie wants to be on OnlyFans to get that OnlyFans money without doing anything. She flat out said to people, I'm not doing adult content. And like I said, you can do non adult content on OnlyFans and make money. But if you're going to take that route, the content better be good, whatever it is. It better be real good, like fantastic quality, fantastically creative and appealing. Does Foodie do any of that? No.
I went off track, Trixie. Really bad. Yuck, fetish. I mean, nothing wrong if you have a fetish. Look, it's just sickening after a while. Like, of just the same. This is not making me happy. So, I don't think. right now it's not making me happy. It just doesn't feel like me. You're not getting down and dirty with going over your late steak player. That's the thing, like you don't know who you're sleeping with. No, I can't do it. I'll just wait till I go on vacations. No, because that's the thing.
So, first you say, I don't want to degrade myself. I don't want to sleep around with anybody. Then she says, oh, I'll wait till I go on vacation. Girl, what? You're gonna go on vacation and then you're just gonna flock to you? I don't think so.
If I go on vacations and I swear to celibacy, then I can't have fun. Okay, I'm gonna swear to celibacy for now.
For now.
While I work on myself, okay? Because I don't feel emotionally ready to be sleeping around with a bunch of men, I don't think. So you can make money so many other ways online than sex work, girl. Don't degrade yourself. Expand your audience for positive things. Yeah. Yeah, just exactly, Milky. You're so positive. Thank you. You're changing and discovering yourself and things you want. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's going on. We're human. I think I'm human. All right. I have short T-Rex arms. I like these crest strips. They did whiten my teeth a bit. Because you know what they get rid of? All the veneer stains. Okay, I'm going to react.
Yeah, but you know what they don't get rid of? The plaque. So, question, Foodie. Instead of brushing your teeth, are you just using the strips to clean your teeth? Is that the thinking? Because just like the filters, there's only so much those strips can do for you.
To that video because I'm just.
And a little tip, Foodie. I've used those strips before. You can't use them too often because they do make your teeth sensitive.
I have nothing else to do. Yes, Agathon. Why the fuck not? So that's what I'm gonna do. Just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay put until I feel like nothing will go right in my life until. Oh, I have a nail appointment tomorrow. Until I say, until I actually crack down and get my life in order. Until then, I feel like things will just continue to go wrong because like I'm not doing what I should be doing, you know? So I really have to just stop getting off track. Fucking learn some discipline in my life for a change, you know, and improve my life and then worry about everything else. However, I will show you, we will do stuff, but just maybe not we're going to switch it up a bit. That's all. So like we'll do something else.
So payday was the 21st. Today is the 26th. Foodie has a pattern where she'll get paid, she'll go wild, spending her money. I haven't been reacting the last couple of days, but I have been keeping an eye on Foodie's content where she was going wild with the shopping directly after payday. She went to Pennington's. She got herself a new wig. She got some makeup. She got some new clothes. Now she's saying, oh, we're going to calm down for a while. Foodie, did you go through all of your money that quickly?
But oh my god, you must be in a different part of the world. Milky dinner. Well, enjoy. Hi, White Knight Joni. Okay, let's react to this now. So this reaction, I know there's not many people here right now. It's like fucking 5:30 in the morning. You know what? This will just be like for them. I know they're gonna watch this, and so let's just see what here. Wait, actually, I'm just going to change. 5 hours ago. Yeah, I had about 4 hours of sleep.
That's not enough. 4 hours of sleep is nothing. Foodie, why are you sleeping only 4 hours? Are you using the cocoa to stay up or some other stimulant? Why are you getting only 4 hours of sleep? You're talking about you need discipline, you need to work on yourself. Why aren't you getting any sleep? This is not healthy. This is not good to not get sleep. What's especially worrying in your case is that you barely sleep and then you get behind the wheel of your car and you drive places. Sleep deprivation is a serious danger on the road for yourself and other people. And you've been guilty lately of live streaming while driving and watching the chat. And don't think we don't notice you wearing those dark shades so that you can watch the chat and nobody will see. Recently, you ran over a curb or something. If you are so sleep deprived that you're running into things, running over things, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't drive on days when you're barely getting any sleep. You're putting yourself at risk, but you're also putting people on the road at risk. If you're sleep deprived, stay your butt home and don't go anywhere for the sake of other people on the road that are just doing their thing and they're minding their business.
You have no idea you don't watch them. I know most of you guys don't. That's the thing. Like, most of my viewers like hate him and don't want to hear about this. So I guess it's just like you're going back to sleep around 6. I can't go back to bed. I set my alarm for 6:15 because I got to be somewhere early today. Where is this thing anyway that we're going to? I'm doing something with my family. And get food for sleep. Yeah, I have plans with my some family members today. Jamie, I'm gonna.
Just a personal observation. I've been noticing in a lot of the videos that, I'm sorry, live streams that Foodie's doing now, she keeps rubbing at her nose, picking at her nose. Are you doing the cocoa, Foodie? Is that why you're not eating much lately? Because we know your pattern. We know you. You have described yourself as a binge eater and an emotional eater, and I believe you. You said that when you get angry, you eat, that you are a severe binge eater. I used to binge eat. I know what that's like. I have that point of view. You're someone that you've got a very, very severe, out of control binge eating problem. And for you to go from that level of obsession and addiction with food to barely eating now, I'm looking at you sideways. I am looking at you sideways because you haven't had any therapy, no counseling, no nothing. You're not coming to the camera with, I got a problem and I know I need to fix it kind of point of view. What are you doing and what are you using to keep you away from food? In the past, you used the cocoa. You used the cocoa to lose 70 pounds, but then you would screw up because you would do the cocoa, keep away from food all day, then do the green stuff. The green stuff would stimulate your hunger, and then you go wild eating food, and you would eat thousands of calories at a time, which made you put the weight back on. So the feeling that I'm getting lately from you is that something happened. Maybe you're aware of how heavy you really are, and you are using a stimulant, perhaps the cocoa, to keep the hunger away, to drop some pounds. And if that is the case, that is not the healthy way to deal with a binge eating problem and to keep the weight off. You are taking one problem and marrying it with something else that's a problem. You can't use something like drugs to combat an eating problem. That's not the way to go. You're taking one problem and you're creating another problem on top of that, which is going to be a more of a problem later to stop. So you used the cocoa before to lose 70 pounds. You gained all that weight back and then some. Now you're trying it again. Not a good idea.
I do a vlog after. I haven't vlogged in forever. It feels weird. It feels weird doing something without you guys. Like, it really does. Alright, so let's just fucking do this reaction. I'm sorry to put you guys through this.
No, you're not, because if you were, you wouldn't do it in the first place. Your viewers don't need to hear you reacting to Natter. And if he's someone that you want to stay away from and you're done with, you should not be watching him in any capacity for any reason. If it's over, which I don't think it's over, I think you two are talking. You've been talking, you've been seeing him. You want any reason to be in contact, even from far away.
That's why I put in the title, because if you don't want to watch this crap, I don't blame you. I know that I shouldn't be should I be reacting to this?
No.
No, I shouldn't be.
No.
I feel like I just want to keep explaining and explaining, hoping that they're going to get it.
But the thing is, you don't have to explain. What can you say in this live react that you haven't said a million times before, Foodie? What new thing can you reveal to your audience? Why put everybody through this? Why put yourself through it? Because you are determined to milk this thing as long as you can, to use him for content, because you're too lazy to look for any other subject to talk about. God forbid if you should bring something interesting or new to the audience that they haven't been exposed to. What would they do? They would be amazed. That's what they do. Absolutely amazed and happy. But you're not concerned about how happy or satisfied your audience is. You're concerned about just staying in the same old corner, talking about the same old subjects that we've heard a million times before, and you've run it into the dirt, Foodie. It's underneath the dirt. Leave it alone.
I don't think they will. Like, okay, let's see if we can do this enough. Okay. Ugh. I feel dirty even going there.
And yet she's smiling. Look, I feel so dirty smiling while she says it.
Hi, Colleen. Like, I feel dirty even going on the channel.
Then don't go. Don't go. Why go? Why?
And then hearing their voices. I feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing.
But you like that. You're a very defiant person. You like doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. You like that feeling of, I'm being bad. I'm being a bad girl. I'm doing bad things. You know what? The whole being bad thing, it's not cute when you're young, and it's especially not cute when you're older and you know better. You look foolish doing it.
Oh my God. By the way, I'm supposed to. They look like they're in the dark web. So basically, if you're not looking at this, Dee Dee is on the one end of the couch, cross-legged, and Natter is beside her, cross-legged, with a container of cigarette ashes between them, and a bare wall full of holes, patched up holes, with wine in the background. You can't do this objectively. I don't know if I want to mature. All right, let's not do it the mature and objective. Fuck it. I have a question for you, and I want you to answer these very questions every time in your next Q&A about me. One, one, why do you have no AC and you smoke cigarettes like a fucking chimney? How do you live like this? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Okay, how long are you
And
gonna?
remember, you wanted to live with this dude. Can you imagine living with him? Having an apartment full of cigarette smoke? This is what you want to live with, Foodie. You want to get in an apartment twice, madam. And this was after the DV and SA allegations, by the way. Oh, he did this and he did that, but I'm looking at apartments for us both. Okay.
Text Cameron.
Oh, okay, Queen Holly. You really love the Holly. 11 and a half.
I swear to God, when I see this scene, all I think of is, ooh, you, I like it.
And can I just say, I just think it's weird. It's weird and it looks funny to me that, according to Foodie, Natter has DV'd and essayed her. And yet she can watch this man with a smile on her face. Do y'all think that's weird too? That according to her, her many allegations, her many live streams, thousands of hours worth of allegations, of all the things he's done, how can you sit there and look at your abuser smiling, laughing, and giggling? How's that possible? How is that even possible? Because everybody I've ever met that talked about their abusers, whether it's SA or DV, they weren't smiling, they weren't giggling, they weren't laughing. No. Just to think about whoever it is that did those things to you, you don't smile, you don't giggle, you don't laugh, you get very stressed out. Just thinking of them, just a mention of their name makes you upset, makes you want to spit nails. Yet she's having a complete opposite reaction. Strange indeed.
Just like Buddy.
Like, things you like to say.
Wait, what? Like I like to say?
Bella, hi everyone.
Wait, what did she say?
Love the new angle, haha. Why not try something different? Moving nuts. Oh. More relaxed, exactly.
I missed what she said. What did she say?
Going to ask common questions first, then probably let the chat ask questions after we miss anything. If we miss anything. Yeah, respectful questions for sure. So,
She sounds like a freaking Southern grandma, just like all of these other.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Madam, I come from a Southern family. I had a Southern grandmother. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with the Southern grandma? I remember my Nana, and that's what we called her, my family. Her name was Nana, and my grandfather was Papa, and my great grandparents were Mama and Papa. And they were beautiful people, my great grandparents, as well as my grandparents. My great grandparents, Foodie, you could only dream of being as rich in love as those two people. My grandparents, my Nana and my Papa, were married for 55 years. My great grandparents were married for 75 years, and they were soulmates. Both sets of my grandparents, they were wonderful people. Wonderful people. My grandmother, Nana, she was amazing. This woman would, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, she would set out a spread of food fit for a king. And she made the best homemade biscuits, the best food. And she was loving to everybody. She was always wanting to talk to everybody. She was a social butterfly. My grandfather, Papa, he was the silent one. But he was one of those men that if he had something to say, you better listen because it was worth hearing. He was a wise man. You know, he moved in silence, but he moved in wisdom. So what's wrong with a Southern grandmother? What's wrong with that? I have a Southern family, and how dare you insult Southern grandmothers or grandfathers or Southern people? How dare you? You be quiet over there.
Freaking weirdos who want him. That's what she sounds like.
The first question is, how many tattoos does Foodie have and does Nadz have any?
Who gives a shit? I'm only going to answer the question. Okay.
How big is Foodie Foodie's head? I'll let Nader answer that.
3 times as much.
3 times your size? Compared to what? If you have to compare it to an object, what would you compare it to?
I don't want to go there. It's just 3 times mine.
Anything is 3 times your size. You're fucking mad Lex.
We've never seen her in person.
Dee Dee. You're a monolith. Dee, you're a monolith. You're talking about me? What?
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this. It's too bad that Foodie did not have a Southern grandmother or a grandfather to raise her up, because if she did, she would not be acting the way that she was acting. Because Southern people do not put up with any mess with their children misbehaving. They just don't do it. Okay? They just don't do it.
Actually, there's other things that are bigger on their body that kind of like distract them from their head. Sorry, I have to say that.
Like, you're sitting here, like, taller than Nader with size 13 feet. A greasy comb over with bald spots showing through. With your dart on a greasy leather sofa with your 8th bottle of cheap ass wine.
So this is where we're going, Foodie? We're going for the cheap insults. Is that the best you can do? You want to be a reaction channel? This is the best you can do. You're trying to be a reactor. This is the best you can do. Let's go for a person's looks. Let's go and talk about their apartment. Let's talk about their couch. Let's talk about their car. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, how does your house look? How do you look? Are you hygienic? Do you take a shower? Do you brush your teeth? Do you live in a way that's somewhat normal? No, no, and no. No, you're over there living in filth and proud of it. You're so proud of it, you refuse to fix it. Your cats are being severely neglected in every way, especially BBJ, that poor baby. She needs to go get her tooth fixed, which has been going on for months. You won't take care of that poor baby, and you won't let somebody else do it either. You're constantly running out of cat food. The litter boxes don't get changed. And you favor Sam, and you're always shoving BBJ away. You just don't want to take care of her. And all of that makes me so angry. How you treat yourself is one thing, don't care. But how you treat the cats is another thing, I do care. I care more about that than the way you as a person care about yourself, because you can go where you like, you can do what you like, but the pets depend on you, and unfortunately, they can't depend on you. I take more offense to that than how you live as a person. The fact that there's another living being around you that depends on you, and yet you won't take care of them, and you're so selfish and so evil, you won't let somebody else do it. That is absolutely horrible. And what's really horrible is the fact that you have a roommate, and yes, I know they are your cats and your responsibility, but if there's another living person in the house, they can step up and help out with the care a little bit and make sure the litter boxes get changed, and then they get proper food and give them affection once in a while. But Pete's in the house, he doesn't even do that. And he's got no excuse because he's got nothing else to do all day. I happen to have a roommate, and I have no problem taking care of those cats, giving them food, making sure they get love and attention if they need it. So why can't he? If I'm in a roommate situation and I have no problem caring for somebody else's cats, why can't he? Make it make sense.
Your thin lips and watery eyes and saggy skin and your gray cat. No, don't even talk about my body, bitch. Thank you.
That's
And pal, my head, at least I have nice teeth in my head. So don't
No, you don't.
even fucking go there. Your head looks like a broccoli stalk. Thank you.
What? Say that again?
What are the holes in your wall from, and can you show us?
You know, let's stop here for a minute because I want to show you guys something. So you see how Foodie looks on camera right now. Okay, let's just blow it up just for confirmation. Okay, so this is how she looks on camera, right? Okay, so let's go over here. All right, so here's one of Foodie's Insta pics. Her face looks a lot different, doesn't it? Where'd that chin go? Boy, those filters are at max level, aren't they? She's got the eye widening filter going on. And yes, on your camera, there are filters where you can make your eyes bigger. So obviously she's using that. She's got the skin smoothing filter. That's why her skin looks perfectly flawless. And she's got the contour filter. Look how narrow that chin looks. That is the contour filter at work. Okay, so that's picture number one. Here it is again. Eye widening filter, skin smoothing filter. That chin comes down to a point, contour filter. Here we go again. Same filters. Ooh, it's really turned up to max level here. Look how pointy that chin is. Again, absolutely no chin in that picture. And then, ooh, look at that. What happened? What happened? Where's that pointy chin, Foodie? Where is it? Again, not fat shaming you, just pointing out the inconsistencies with your appearance that you put out to people. And why am I pointing it out? Because you like to shame people for their appearance. And yet, for you to have the appearance that you try to have on Instagram, you use a lot of filters. You're not even being your real self. The filter use we're all not surprised by. We've seen the pictures, we've seen the live streams where the filters glitch, how you look different. The filters take about 100 to 200 pounds off your appearance, and that's why you use them so much. You know, everybody uses filters. There's a lot of people that use filters on Instagram. You're not the only one, but you make a point to use them to hide your appearance, and yet you feel free to criticize the appearances of other people. Dee, Natter, the people on Monty's panel saying that they're all ugly hags, that they're fat, that they're disgusting. And yet, how would you look if you took all the filters off? How would you look if there were no filters? Would you look the same? I don't think so.
Close up.
Okay. Yeah, we can. We can do that. You just
The holes in the wall gives a shit.
one here.
They actually went through and showed them all, like anyone's gonna believe you. Shut up.
So my ex passed away, and number one, I was never married. Let's verify that. I was never married.
Let's see their lives here.
A month before he passed away, we did discuss marriage. Anyway, so
You know, I can't imagine being somebody. You're up at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning. Lord help me. 5:30 in the morning. Doing a react to people you hate. She's like, I have to be up early because I got things to do. So before you go do stuff, you're up at 5:30 in the morning reacting to two people you hate, rather than get up, have a shower, get something to eat, clean your house a little bit maybe, wash some clothes, get stuff done, have a cup of coffee, you know, wake up in the morning, and rather than spend it relaxing, you're spending it reacting to two people you don't like. That's not normal.
I was never married to him, but we worked together for 10 years. And
He was customer. He worked there.
so Nader worked at this place. There's 3 of them. nothing to do.
And of course, now you're screwing her because that's what you do. You cannot even be in contact with any females without putting your freaking wiener inside of them. Freaking sicko.
And remember, this was the guy you wanted to live with.
Nader,
The customer and friend.
I know him.
That's full of shit. We all know that's a lie. Been proven.
Lost all my
Lie. Anyone else get super turned off when a man crosses their legs? I don't know, like, I don't know. Anyone else?
Yeah, you looked really turned off, smiling like that.
What do you think? I hate it. That's like one of the things for me. I hate when a man crosses his leg. Like, okay, if he's sitting like this and he puts one leg like that over, but if he full blown crosses his legs, no, I don't like it.
Are you mad because you can't cross your legs, Foodie?
I don't know. I like man spread. Hi, Applebee's. He's holding a whiskey bottle with his pink. Stop it, Free. Stop it. Yeah, she did. She did. You dumbass.
I'm not 17 years old.
No, but whenever you're telling one woman, I'm gonna try to say this calmly. Oh my
No, don't. Go ahead. Go ahead and rage.
God, I wish I could, like, I don't know if somebody explains this to him in Arabic if he'll fucking get it. When you're telling one woman, you're grooming one woman, accepting gifts, telling them that you love them, telling them that you're working on it together. All this shit, like, when I'm under the impression that we're still together and you bring another fucking woman and I'm visibly upset, are you gonna act dumb? I thought you're smart. I thought you could read people. Well, you had a really fucking hard time. Actually, whenever it was convenient for you, you couldn't read that, right?
You know, I got some thoughts. Boy, do I have some thoughts. Let me just share them with my audience here for just a moment. Okay, so Foodie has a problem with Nader, allegedly. She got a problem with him being a con artist, being a scammer, going to her and telling her what she wanted to hear for the sake of him getting what he wanted out of her. But doesn't she do the exact same thing on her channel to her viewers, to her VIPs? Yes, she does. She absolutely does. Everything you're accusing Nader of, Foodie, you have done and you continue to do. You come on your channel, you come into your live streams, and you tell people what they want to hear. Oh, I'm going to do different content. I'm going to do stuff for OnlyFans. I'm going to do stuff for Twitch. And you encourage people to sign up to all these different platforms. You make all these promises and you get people to a place where they believe in you. They believe in the things you say. They have hope. Oh, Foodie is a changed person. She's going to turn things around this time versus the other 500 times she lied to us. I'm going to go ahead and give her some money. And then they give the money. And then what happens? They don't get what they were promised. So he's a con artist and he's conned you. But you, madam, are a bigger con artist because you've conned thousands of other people. at the same time. He conned you, you con other people. In that respect, you both are exactly the same. So you over there wagging your finger with this fake outrage, he's a con artist and he lied to me and he lied to this other woman and da 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 da. You know what? You're both the same. You're both bad apples that came from the same evil tree. And you're both rotten to the taste. Rotten, putrid. There's nothing sweet about your fruit. There's nothing healthy about your fruit. It's just rotten. Rotten. And I'm sure because of that, you both get along. All this outrage right now, it's phony. It's fake. You, Natter, and Dee Dee, you're all in cahoots together. You've been in cahoots together since the very beginning. You all came to an agreement somewhere that I guess you and Dee Dee are going to share Natter, although in my opinion, he's not worth sharing. He's not worth having. He's not worth considering. He's a loser man with nothing to offer. He doesn't have a job, money, property, nothing. Everything he has because of women and their means. And you and Dee Dee are both fucking stupid because you, on your end, you had a channel that was doing pretty good before Natter. And Dee Dee had a condo and a job and making money before Natter. And both of you have thrown what you made away for the sake of this loser, pathetic worm called Natter El Shami. You made that decision. You made that choice. And it's your choice to make. Same thing with Dee Dee. It's her choice to make. But you traded something of value for something of no value. And that's something and someone who, if he found an attractive female with lots of money, he would leave both of you behind. He tolerates both of you because you have something to offer. But if you didn't have that something, he'd be out the door and looking for somebody else immediately. He's around both of you because of the benefits. Strictly that. It's about the benefits and the bonuses and the money. But go ahead. Keep hanging around him. Do what you got to do.
More other than
No, what happened is you don't give a shit about my feelings. You never did. So you had no problem moving in another woman because you didn't give a fuck about me.
Right. He sure didn't. He doesn't give an F about you. He doesn't give an F about Dee Dee. You're both just a means to an end.
But you lied and said you did. And this is why you have the drama and karma you have now, because you're a liar. And you fuck with people's feelings.
So do you. You do it all the time. You are emotionally manipulative on your channel. You play with people's feelings. You're always poking at people, looking for sympathy, looking for the super chats. How many live streams did you do, Foodie, talking about DV and SA, triggering the hell out of people? And those people that have been through those things were coming on your channel saying, I've been through that too. I feel bad for you. I've been through it. And they were sending you super chat after super chat. I remember when you were doing the heavy talk about DV and SA, how many people were in your chat being triggered, all the money you were making, which led to people going on to other channels and talking about it. It was just, everything snowballed. Everything snowballed. And you were responsible. But you didn't care because you were making money hand over fist.
Yeah. So that's that.
Okay.
So that's that. No, it's not that. It's another lie. You wanted Natter. You were watching me. You're lonely and jealous on your little brown sofa and machine. You called in when you seen him live because you know he's a man whore, and you guys have started talking on Messenger and you made plans to meet up, just like he did with a lot of other women, because he's a man whore.
And you know what? I don't feel sorry for Dee Dee at all. She wanted in on this thing. She inserted herself. I don't feel sorry for Dee Dee. No matter what, I don't feel sorry for her. because she made this happen. She made the choice to reach out to Natter, to talk to Natter, to be involved with Natter, to let him move into her house. She made all those choices herself. And for the record, for those who are saying, well, what about if she's being physically hurt by Natter? I don't want him to hurt her that way. I don't want any woman, any man to be hurt that way. But if she is being hurt that way and it's something she doesn't want, she could easily put a stop to it by calling the police. And there's got to be a moment, if he's there, if she's feeling in danger, if he is being abusive to her, there's got to be a moment where she could get away, a moment where he's in the shower or he's taking a dump or something, where she could walk out of that house and leave and go get help. So if she's not getting help, that means she doesn't want help. So the situation she's in, she could easily get herself out of if it's something that's too much. She's choosing to stay in it. And again, no sympathy.
All right, so the next question would be, how much rent did Foodie
God, my God damn it. If you like, this is like the most depressing scene. Brown sofa, ratty fucking cushions, used beat up iPad I'm still paying for between the two of them. They look so loving together. And then they're chain smoking. I paused on a nice visual of Natter like this and Didi like this. Sorry, guys.
Beauty A at the trap house?
How much did Foodie Beauty A? You better watch it, Angel Horns. Your dentures are gonna fly out.
Estimate overall, how much money did she give you?
Okay, Natter, this is so easy to prove. Like, you're such an idiot. This is so easy to prove. All I have to do is go through all my bank statements showing how many times I've e-transferred you money. To Natter.
What does that prove, though? What that proves is he did not take the money from you. What it proves is you gave him the money each and every time, Foodie. You made the choice to give it to him. Just like you made the choice to go see him all of those times. So it's not the flex you think it is. Every instance where you hung out with Natter, spent time with Natter, spent money on Natter, bought him clothes, bought him groceries, paying for his phone bill, which you are still doing, you made the choice to do that. If you got money in your bank account and you were drawing money out, that proves he did not steal it from you. You willingly gave it.
Natter. So don't even fucking try to lie about that. Let's see what he says.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's
Listen, 2 months. I think 2 months.
But you said
Most of the time there, so she offers they have this happen.
no, that didn't happen. So before, whenever I first said that I was paying your bills, you lied then. So you lied originally.
And then you lied when people were saying, are you paying his bills? Are you paying his rent? You said no.
And you said that I didn't pay any of your bills, like over and over. I'm sure somebody has a clip of that.
Well, it's obvious you were paying his bills. The guy doesn't work. He doesn't have a regular job. How else would his bills and rent get paid if not by you? If not by you, then somebody else, because he wasn't paying himself.
I asked her today, no. She don't guys,
Okay, he technically doesn't ask you to pay for any. No, you've asked me for money before or whatever.
She wanna be on the Uber, she wanna be this.
No, he did. He did ask me. He did ask me.
He just wanna go.
well, I mean, this.
She want me to.
Why would I just be like, let me pay your rent? Oh yes.
The personal check with the
Knowing Foodie, like we all know about the incident where she's talked about, where they were laying in bed together, and she said, "Don't go to work. I'll pay. I'll give you money." She actually said that to him. "Don't go to work. I'll pay." She did that. She started that whole thing, just like she did with Pete's. Y'all remember? when she and Pete were living together, when they first moved in, Foodie was doing YouTube, and she went to Pete's and tried to get him for the longest to give up his job and just do YouTube with her. And for the longest time, Pete's told her no. And then Pete's suffered severe bout of depression, and he took some time off from work, and then he just stopped working. He didn't go back and get another job. At that point, Foodie was financially taking care of him. It just seems like every guy that comes in contact with Foodie, notice they are all about that life of not working, and then Foodie pays for everything. And it's probably because Foodie offers to pay for everything because she wants those men around her, and that's the only way that they will be around her.
$2,000 as $2,000 as good partner, and this is okay.
And I want you to know, I never flex paying your bills or.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, ma'am. Ma'am. I remember the live streams where you were saying, yeah, I'm a sugar mama. What's wrong with being a sugar mama? I pay for everything. I'm a boss bitch. Yep, you did.
Giving you money because just to make you look bad. I did it because I did all that for you, and you still fucking treated me like a piece of shit.
You did it because you wanted power over him. You wanted power over him. And you thought you could buy his love, and he would just be so grateful to you that he would just, come to heal, as it were. That he would go, yes, Chantal, the way that Pete's does. Well, Pete's and Natter are two different people. They've got two distinct, different personalities. Pete's came to heal, and he does the yes, Chantal, whatever you say, Chantal thing. But Natter's a different person. But you thought Natter would become another Pete's. And he didn't.
So that's why I'm rubbing that in your fucking face. Because I wasn't understanding this treatment of him. Like, I was doing all this shit for him, and he was still treating me like that. So for me.
You're an idiot, Chantal. You're an idiot. You got involved with the bad boy because you said it was exciting. You had two men in your life that were decent guys. You had Pete's and you had BB. They were decent, normal guys. They weren't criminals. They weren't bad boys. They were just decent, normal guys. And what did you do to those decent, normal guys? You punished them for being decent and normal by treating them like shit, cheating on both of them. That's how you treat decent, normal guys. And then Natter came into the picture, a bad boy with a bad temper. And you, envisioning yourself as the bad girl, you thought, ooh, this is so exciting. This is so invigorating. He makes me feel alive with his temper. Because you're a defiant person. You like defiant people. Like attracts like. So from the bad boy perspective, Chantal, if a bad boy is being a bad boy and getting everything he wants and needs out of you by being the bad boy, why is he going to be a good boy? Why? If you are a bad man, being wicked, being evil, and you got a woman who's taking care of all your financial needs, and the more you push her away, the more she does to try to get in your favor. You got the bad boy formula, and it's working supremely with a female. And she's giving everything you want. The more you treat her like shit, the more she'll do to be around you, to get in your favor. Why would you turn into somebody else? Why would you treat her well if she's giving you everything you want? You were promoting that behavior. You were rewarding it. See what happens when you reward bad behavior? It gets worse.
And yeah, I'm going to be like, well, I did this, I did that for you because I was like fucking confused. And it turns out that it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes people just fucking treat you like shit no matter what. You can't buy love, blah, blah, blah.
No,
But I would say it again.
no, you sure can't.
Chantal will do anything.
You tried though.
And I tell you,
Didn't
this
work.
morning, and this minute, and she'll do anything. All this I know. You know,
You're fucking. Remember when I said I love you and he's like, you're fucking awful and evil and gross. Hi, J-Boy. Sorry. Alright, let's get back to this fucking bullshit. Pay for this cuckoo? No, I wouldn't pay for this cuckoo.
understand. I say that I do a lot in my life.
Anyway.
Yeah, did she think that you were some type of male or buyer when you
Male for hire. What are you, 72? Oh,
Say it again.
sorry. Okay, age shaming, yes. Okay, age shaming is stupid. Let's just not even try to shame anything.
Yeah. Age shaming is stupid. It really is stupid, especially when you're almost 40, Chantal. You're almost 40. I just think it's weird that you're almost 40 years old and yet you age shame people. You do that. You're going to age shame people.
Let's just try to be objective, but. Hi, Tiffany! I want coffee. Okay, I gotta go get ready at like 6:30, so. How is he sitting on a high horse after he showed his own DMs telling Corvina that he loves her and he's horny?
Everybody sees me to be talking.
Yeah.
Which was none of your fucking business. So yes, you inserted yourself in that, fucking took him away, inserted yourself into.
No. There's that 16-year-old way of thinking. You took him away. No, he went there on his own accord. Nobody forced him.
Our little legal trouble, into our trouble. So you basically came down to like, what, babysit him and take care of him while he's going through this with his girlfriend. So you like, he was going through this with me and you're inserting yourself to like take care of him because he can't be alone and deal with this shit on his own. And so now like you're involved in this shit. Like you're not, they don't see like the situation at all. Oh wait, sorry. I used to think players and narcs are charming and good looking until I met Nadz. They're talking to Angel Hands, who's asking all the brilliant questions. They're one supporter.
With this picture and all the
Have we ever seen Nadz with a male friend on
Well,
camera?
No.
Yeah.
Rat man.
Oh, yeah.
Three was few of them which trying to please.
It's exactly what I wanted that apartment for. But just being, like, he can't have sex with anyone else. Like, duh. Pulled an all-nighter. You pulled it.
You know what, guys? I know that we're not even a third into this, but the react is at almost an hour and a half. What is Chantal saying we haven't heard before? The same stuff. So we'll just cut it off here. There's other Chantal stuff that I need to catch up on. And so I'm going to spend a good portion of the day trying to catch up on it because I've been out of the loop for a couple of days. So thank you guys for watching and hope you have a great day. If you happen to like this react video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for being here and spending some time with me, and please take care of yourself today. Bye-bye.